Thank you for joining us for this episode of Springdale Today. I'm your host, Mary Jordan. Joining us today are Ozark Media Arts Festival Director Leah Garrett, Walmart AI Product Leader Akanksha Shrivastava, and Har-Ber High School student Elia Schell. We're recording this episode from the Medium, which serves as a hub for the annual Ozark Media Arts Festival. About 600 multimedia production middle, junior, and high school students are participating in the two-day event, the biggest event of its kind in the Midwest, which is so exciting. Thank you guys for being here and telling this story with us today.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having us.
Leah, I'm really excited because we're downtown and we're in Springdale. We've kind of taken it over. How are you guys taking intentional steps to kind of connect industry to what we're doing here at the festival?
So we have professionally led judges and people that present the workshops too. So we're connecting students with like real life experiences, like on the ground, on-site competitions, and that will be judged later. And then we have workshops, and they're very exciting workshops. Like her workshop is going to be awesome. And so we have like industry-led, she's covering AI and creative style, and then there's some broadcasting, graphic design, like all over the media arts world we have people coming.
That's really exciting. And what kind of intentional pathways are you creating for students for after high school and what they may want to do for a career down the road?
So since the festival is like industry-led, so people can really network with other people within their field, get to know things. And you know, because schools are limited in all these things and how much they can teach, like this also adds to their curriculum so that they can expand, like the teachers can expand what the students are able to learn because we have so many workshops available.
And Akanksha, what is the advantage of an event like this for industry in Northwest Arkansas?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a great advantage to be in Northwest Arkansas. I think it is such a big ground, and to have this kind of students to be interested in this art field and making sure that they're here to learn. I think this festival in particular acts as a fuel to it. Is how can we be a catalyst to the students who want to make their career out of it, who want to be the future storytellers, who want to be something big in the future. And I think this festival in particular, being the biggest of its stature and candor this year, I think would create a great entry point for them to capitalize on what they would want to get to.
Alrighty, and Elia, you've already won some awards this morning on the first day of the festival. What can you tell us about that?
So the awards I won first and second in documentary. A couple of things I did last year, like our senior video that I edited, and a Central Junior High School like legacy video that I did last year. And so that was super exciting. And then I won first in the PSA announcement, Hearts for Homelessness, we did last year, and then second for our news intro that we shot last year. So that was super exciting.
So it sounds like film is your medium?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, definitely that, and editing and all of that. Something that I'm not really great at is writing, and so definitely going off of the workshops that Leah was talking about tomorrow, I'm super excited about the writing workshops that they're offering. So, yeah.
And what made you decide to attend the festival this year?
I attended it last year. I came third place in recap, which is what I'm competing in again this year, and I am trying to beat what I did last year. I want to come first, that is my goal, or at least second, and I'm just going off of what I did last year, just like pushing myself.
Taking the next natural step?
Yeah, for sure.
Akanksha, what can you tell me about the workshop that you're presenting for students this year?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's first of all, it's gonna be a very interesting workshop. I will be discussing about AI and technology and how can it help artists, independent artists, students, how do they want to cater to it. So I definitely want to have this mindset shift from, hey, AI is a scary thing, to, hey, AI could be our companion here, or I can give my tedious task to it. So for example, I was video editing the other day for for something, and it turns out that the color gradients weren't matching. And then the music editing and tying that to the video took me more than like 8 hours. But then I learned, okay, there are like AI tools already available for free online, which I can perhaps utilize to be more productive. And what do I know? It took less than 30 minutes to combine the whole video with the right color gradients, right tone of the video. And I hope to bring that kind of insight to this audience. I know it's gonna be not an easy one, given that there are so many amazing workshops going on here. So I hope to bring that perspective to the table that, hey, there's something called AI that we can use in our world, which could hopefully make us more productive, or at least for me personally, cater to my blind spots and make me in person more productive, and sharing that with the artists of the future. How can it help them nurture their talent for the future?
AI is certainly a relevant topic, and when talking about artists of the future, how do you imagine AI kind of evolving as a multimedia tool in the years ahead?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's not a process that we follow, it's more organic thing that we adopt. It's very much like a mobile phone when it started. There was a lot of probably hesitation that, hey, we have a landline and now we have a mobile phone. As much of rookie now that it seems like it is the advent of AI where we're at, it's like, how can we embrace AI in a way that we want to? So I would put it as something, AI being the catalyst to our productivity. More importantly, it's human as a story. How can we leverage AI to help us tell our story better? And I think that's all it comes. I come from an art background, so I think that all it comes down to is the art. I'm an artist. I have my art. How can AI help me showcase my art to the world?
And then how does an artist avoid diluting their voice with AI? I know that's a fear for many people, that they're going to be replaced and their skill set won't be relevant anymore because of AI.
Yeah, I think everybody has a different perspective. A lot of it depends on how far along are they in the journey of learning. To me, and the way I envision it, it's your voice. AI is not lived your life. Like, AI probably is not going to Harvard like you are. It has not been competing against first position. What it's trying to do is, hey, I'm here to help you, tell me how can I help. So that's echoing my soul and my voice, and that's how I feel about it, is, okay, I have this voice, I have this journey, I know what I come from, I know where I come from, I know what I want to do. And AI, to me, is something that I can leverage to amplify the impact of that story.
That's really insightful. Thank you for sharing that with us. And when we're talking about impact, Leah, what about the advantage to Northwest Arkansas and the students that are actually attending this event?
Into Northwest Arkansas?
Yeah, as far as the value of an event of this nature for the region.
I mean, it really impacts downtown Springdale, and the students are amongst all the shops and, you know, actually photographing some of them, videoing some of them. They'll be definitely in videos and things like that.
Well, it sounds like there's a lot of opportunity at the event. You know, there's an opportunity for students to be creative. There's an opportunity for businesses to be seen and maybe to amplify their voices. There's an opportunity for parents to bring their students in and have an opportunity to participate, because it's not limited to districts, right? No. Even homeschool families can come. So it sounds like this is a great opportunity in every way.
Yeah, we have people come from Strawberry, Arkansas, which is in Randolph County, I believe. So that's pretty far over.
I know for me personally, every year I come to this, I get so excited seeing the people I saw last year. Like, I've made so many friends here and like got to like see all these different schools and their work, and I know that like coming back each year, I get excited to see these people.
Yeah.
So that's something for me as a student.
You know, a lot of these like film, movie stuff, they're people that have known each other for 30 years and they eventually produce other movies. And like, because, you know, really growing your network of friends in the same medium that you want to work in, or different mediums, it's really, those relationships matter a lot down the road.
Are there any success stories from the festival that come to mind, as far as students or teachers, businesses that have told you what they've received from it that was, I mean, I know we have like Alexi, who's actually working, and he was a very active participant in this now.
Yes, he is working for the Springdale School District now. And, you know, Explore Springdale, we've worked with them quite a bit. I think Jared has gone through the program, or is very supportive of it anyways. Brian Polari has Polari Media, that came through this program. Someone that's coming to interview someone later today from KNWA also came through OMAF and now is a camera journalist person. So yeah, it's definitely impacted people and careers.
And I know, Elia, you were sharing with me a little bit about your plans after high school. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so actually, in a couple weeks, I will be visiting Los Angeles. I have an internship over there for a big YouTube channel, which I'm so excited about. Ooh. And I am going to be making some short films to submit to some colleges that I'm looking at. So that's something that I'm looking forward to, like USC or Chapman out in Los Angeles. Because I have a lot of family that lives out there that are so supportive of what I do and that are also in the same field. So I'm super excited about that. That's what my plans are for after high school.
A good point, because this festival helps people grow their portfolios.
Oh yeah,
too.
For sure. Yeah.
And I know that there's an upload competition, which is the awards that you won today, that came from that.
Yeah.
And then there's an on-site competition.
Yes.
What would you communicate to somebody who might be a little hesitant about putting their creativity out there and having it viewed by the world and judged at an event such as this?
It's definitely not easy. For me, I just had to step out of my comfort zone. My teacher submitted my things and said, look, these are really good. You need to submit them. And I was like, I don't know. I don't want to be embarrassed if I don't win. I ended up doing really well. So I would say definitely just step out of your comfort zone. Let your creativity just go out there, because you never know where you're going to get with it, and it could take you super far. It could bring you to Los Angeles, like where I'm going. It could bring you to OMAF, make so many new friends, all this stuff. So I would definitely say just push yourself and you'll get where you want to go.
Awesome. And then Akanksha, what would you say to people or young individuals who are getting ready to graduate and go out to the workforce? What would you share with creatives who might be considering this as an opportunity for their future?
Yeah, I think for anybody who's graduating, the way I see it is a potential workforce pipeline for me. I would love to see some more UXers coming out of this, some storytellers, potentially tomorrow's leaders. So personally, my advice would be first, network. I think it's pretty common theme here. But the other thing I would say is, when I hire people within my company or team, what I look for is show me your work versus speaking about it. So I would personally be very curious to see how they leverage all the workshops that they take to their advantage of preparing their portfolios, and how can they have that narrative set up even before they meet their potential, say, next manager or next leader, next company. And I think that would be a great suggestion or something that worked for me. So a great segue for them.
That's really great professional advice. Mm-hmm. And then Leah, what would you say to students about putting this event on their calendar for next year? It happens mid-October annually.
Yes, mid-October. It's an absolute must. You must sign up. Everyone that comes always comes back. It's a great learning experience, a lot of effort, a lot of expertise come in from these workshops. People get really excited to work with students, and it's an absolute must. And I have heard it's the best 2 days of the entire year.
Oh, I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
I agree too. It's always so much fun to be here and to see what all the students are doing. Is there anything that you guys were inspired to share through our conversation today that I haven't thought to mention that you think might be good to chat about while we're here? No? And then Leah, the website to find out who the winners are for this year is at ozarkmediafestival.com.
Yep, that's the one.
Sounds great. You can catch this and other episodes of Springdale Today on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Springdale Today. We look forward to seeing you next time.
Springdale Today is a production of the Springdale Public Schools Communications Office.
The podcast is hosted by Mary Jordan and is produced and edited by Micah DeLacy.
Be sure to subscribe to Springdale Today for free on your favorite podcast platform.
And don't forget to follow Springdale Today on social media for episode updates
and behind-the-scenes conversations.
Thank you for listening. We hope you join us in the future as we continue to learn about the amazing stories happening in Springdale today.